what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
A Tinder date horror story. My only question to you guys is, what are you doing in this situation, man? What are you doing in this situation? I'm actually curious, guys. You know I read the comments. Let's check it out. By the way, shout out to this guy. I've reacted to a couple of his videos. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Man, this inflation got women out here cutting throats on Tinder dates. I had the worst date of my life last night. I had to chase a parking lot. I'm dead serious. We went to this Mexican restaurant because that's where poor people take dates because I ain't got no money, all right? So what I do is I order a burrito and a water, and I get them to refill the chips like 3 or 4 times, depends on how starving I am, and that's how I get full. That's what poor people do. She was celebrating waking up that morning or something. I don't know what she was about. She just consistently keeps ordering double shot top shelf tequilas. After the first one, I was immediately like, girl, now you're going to pay for that, right? And she's like, I would not ask you to pay for my drinks. And I was like, all right, cool. She gets about 7 shots in. She's like, I gotta go use the bathroom. And she's completely oblivious to the fact that I can see the bathroom door from our table.
Oh, no.
So she picks up her purse. She walks towards the bathroom door, then immediately takes a right and starts sprint walking towards the exit.
No.
And it took my second to realize what was going on. And once she actually opened the exit door, I immediately went into survival mode because I couldn't pay for all this shit. I was like, stop her. She's a dasher. She ain't paying for her food. And I get up and I take off running after her.
Right.
Man, 2 Latino waiters answered the call immediately. They were out there before I was. They're like, Señorita, stop. This puts her hands up like we're the police. So they wrangle her back into the restaurant, and I go back in there because I ain't a crook. I was going to pay for my little burrito and leave.
Right.
And when I asked for my part of the bill, they're like, no, the bill has to be paid in full before either one of you leave.
Oh, so now you're stuck at this restaurant with some crazy Tinder date chick who you just want to leave.
And I was like, I can't afford to pay for all her double shot tequila. And she's like, I ain't got no money. So he's like, well, I'm going to have to call the police. Well, I'm thinking logically, call the police because she's the one that ordered all this shit, can't pay for it. Would you believe they sent a cop that probably ain't been laid in 3
No.
And she starts smoozing him immediately, lying through her teeth. Like, he told me to leave. He said he was going to pay for it. And I tried to interrupt her, and the cop was like, be quiet, all right?
White knights are everywhere.
I need to hear what she has to say. And I'm like, after listening to her web of lies, he finally comes over to me, and I'm like, look, bro, I got proof that I wasn't going to pay for all that. I ordered a bean burrito, bro. I couldn't even afford to get some chicken or beef thrown in there. It's a flour wrap and bean. If that don't scream, I ain't got no money, what does? And he was kind of like, now I'm pretty sure the cop believed me. And he was like, look, man, this bill has to be paid or I'm gonna have to take you both to jail. Now I'm way too pretty to go to jail. So I immediately am like busting out my glasses and I'm like opening up my Venmo and my PayPal, seeing that if I move from here to here to here. And I finally got enough money in my bank account to cover the bill. And from now on, it's just Netflix and chill. There are no more dates for me. I'm done. And it's going to be a while before I can Netflix and chill because about an hour ago, the Netflix charge came in on my Venmo and Venmo denied it. So if anybody has like a Netflix password that they'd like to share with me, I would definitely appreciate it.
That's a wild story. What would you guys do in that situation? One thing I know about this particular guy is that the last couple of videos I've done of him, he does like this satire, you know, it's humor. And I'm assuming like 80% of this is true. I don't think he's as broke as he's painting himself to be. But I also do believe that he probably did not plan to spend that much money on those tequila shots. But let's see what the comments have to say. And of course, I'm curious to know. First comment here from a woman says, you're handsome. Want to go on a date? She's shooting her shot. Oh no. Somebody else here says, broke people should not be out there looking for relationships, period. Go look for a job. That's what you need, with the eye rolls. And 6,000 likes. Somebody else here says, it's the fact that everyone is more pressed with him admitting he didn't have a lot of money and not the fact that she ordered 7 top shelf drinks. That is true. And another person here says, I'm screaming with the exclamation mark. She's a dasher. With the laughing emojis. Another woman here added she meant the bathroom at her house. Here's another comment from another chick who says she was, in quotations, celebrating waking up with the laughing emoji. I'm dead. Another commenter here says, why invite a girl to a date with no money in your pocket? No, he had money for the date. He didn't have money for top shelf tequila. And this is coming from a man who definitely believes that you should not be out here dating broke. As a man, you should not be out here dating broke. If I was in this guy's situation, I wouldn't even consider going on a date if, all I can afford is a bean burrito. But her actions, regardless of the income of the individual she would have been on a date with, would have still been crazy. Tequila can get expensive. Top shelf tequila can get expensive. Somebody else here says, us broke people need love too. The shoulder shrug and the laughing emoji. She's another man who says, all these women in here hating on this guy for trying to meet someone and making him feel bad for not having much money. I mean, why are they making it sound like she was over there just ordering a couple of drinks? She went there to order top shelf. That's wild. No coffee in sight, just tequila. Somebody else here says, mention to the waiter, quotation separate bills before ordering. Yep. Another comment here says, why would you ask a girl on a date and not pay for your date? That's a fair question. I'm somebody who believes men should pay for a date. There's a bunch of guys here who like to act like, no, she pays for me, or, they'll say anything they want in the comment section down below, or she should take me out, or I just have them. Like, Netflix and chill works, but in most cases, most women at least expect you to pay for the date. And I'm talking about women who you want to go on a date. Another comment here says, y'all getting Tinder dates with the question marks. And somebody else here says, I'm broke, in quotation marks, should be disclosed during the first conversation. Another person here says, why is everyone hating on him? She ordered all those shots. I never expect a man to pay for my meal on the first date. You do have women who will pay for their own date, but vast majority of them want you to pay. And I believe, as somebody who wants the type of dynamic where you're taking charge of the situation as a man, providing and considering you actually want to be on a date with that woman and you've, vetted her correctly, then you should pay for that date. Now, that's my own personal opinion. You do what you want. It doesn't affect me. Here's another comment from another woman who says, first of all, if you can't pay for coffee or chips and salsa on the first date, why are you even going on dates? Well, what are you talking about? He said he couldn't pay for top shelf tequila. That's what this whole thing's about. These chicks are crazy. And I'm sure he told her in the beginning that he wasn't going to pay for her shit. And maybe he would have paid for at least something reasonable. But after the third shot of tequila, he's like, yo, slow down. Listen, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.